Did you see that lady that grabbed you?
Yeah, I saw it as I was just walking down here. So literally, I saw her grab you and drop her back.
And then, do you know which hand she used to try and grab your lanyard?
I think like her left hand.
It started as a routine call about a strange woman at a local restaurant. But nobody knew that a simple complaint about a missing dip sauce would soon turn into a felony charge.
Is that really what I'm being charged with?
It is.
Like all this for sauces?
Yeah.
What?
Go to Chick-fil-A, they give you all the sauces you want.
Right.
On November 29th, 2024, Largo police were called to a Raising Cane's restaurant in Florida about a customer causing a disturbance. According to reports, 31-year-old Mackenzie didn't get the dip sauce cans that she ordered and demanded extra compensation since she had to drive all the way back. Watch what happens as things are about to escalate.
Hi, welcome to Cane's.
Hey, is there a Tatiana here? Are you Tatiana? All right. Where do you want to talk?
Outside?
Yeah, outside's fine. We'll just go over by the car.
Perfect.
So, was this today?
Yes.
Okay.
Like
Is
around
she...
1:45?
Do you know her personally?
No.
Okay, so what exactly happened?
So apparently she was missing 8 cane sauces out of her tailgate order, and I replaced it for her. I let her know, hey, we're so sorry about that. Gave her the 8 sauces. She wasn't happy about it. She wanted more sauces for free. I told her, hey, we can't do that. That's not our standard. That's not our policy. She didn't like it. She kept saying how she wasted her gas driving all the way back up here. Just basically just upset that I wouldn't give her anything for free. And so she asked for my name, and by our standards we're not required to give it to her for security reasons, and I let her know that, and she didn't like it. So after asking me another time, and I was like, hey, like, I'm not gonna give you my name, she goes and she grabs my keys, and then she grabs my thigh with it, and she's like trying to look for a name, realizes there's no name on it, and she lets go, turns around and leaves.
So she originally came here. Did she go through the drive-thru or go inside?
Inside. She was a mobile.
Okay. Do you know if she was picking up for someone else or for herself?
For herself.
And what time did she initially come in?
I'm gonna want to say like around 1:15, 1 o'clock, around there.
Is it all in footage?
Yes.
Okay. So she comes in from mobile pickup inside at, we'll find the exact hours, grabs her bag, and then leaves?
Yes.
Okay.
And at first she calls about it, and then she walks in, and we're like, okay, you're on the phone with us, but you're also already here, too.
Yeah. Okay. So she returns in an hour, we'll check, after calling. Was she on the phone when she walked inside the restaurant? And are you able to find the phone number as well?
Yes, it's on our mobile tablet.
Okay. So she comes back inside, she's on the phone. Who approaches her? Do you approach her?
Yes, I walk up to her first because I can tell that she needs something.
Yep.
And that's when basically the whole incident started.
Okay, so you walk up to her, did she put the phone down?
No, she was still on it.
And then what was the dialogue like when you walked up?
I was like, hi, hi, how can I help you? And she was just basically going straight into it. Was like, hey, I'm missing 8 cane sauces. I just drove over here. Now I'm having to drive over here again, waiting on my sauces that I didn't get that I paid for. And I was like, I'm so sorry about that, ma'am. So I walk away from her, and I go and I grab the 8 cane sauces for her. And that's when she really gets upset because she starts asking me for free sauces, and that's when I tell her no. That's basically that.
Okay. Where were you guys standing when she tried grabbing your lanyard?
Right where that front counter and like you go out of it.
Where that little opening is? Yeah. Okay. And then do you know which hand she used to try and grab your lanyard?
I think like her left hand. Yeah, because her phone was in her right hand still.
Okay. And where is it? Is that on your, like, your belt loop?
Yeah.
And then, so she grabs the lanyard. Like, how far out does she pull it?
I don't think that far. I think when she turned it around and realized there was no name on it, that's as soon as she let it go.
Okay.
And right after she left.
You guys happen to have video footage that would show her car and license plate?
I don't know about her license plate. I have a picture of her standing next to her car, but it's really hard where our cameras are angled. Like, you can't really see the back of the car.
Okay. Based on what you're telling me, I'll take a look at the footage. Obviously, there's a battery if she's grabbing you without your consent. But when she's trying to take property from you with force, it could be a strong arm robbery, which is a felony, even if it's attempted. So we'll go take a look at the footage and see what we can look at on there.
Yeah, she's going for her keys right there. Okay. That's right at 128.05. Do you want to get down to the seconds, probably?
Yep.
Because at 102, she's still talking, and then 107, she's on her. And she's like, I'm not giving you my name. And that's the rule. We don't give out names because it's all they're going to do is call and harass.
Absolutely. Let me record that real quick.
Yeah.
Technically, it's a battery, yes, but I'm going to push a strong arm robbery attempted, which is a felony. The state attorney wants to prosecute on that. It's going to be up to them. I'll set an invest since it's a felony, which means that we'll have a day and time with the state attorney's office at the investigator, and they're just going to ask you what happened, basically. Okay. So I'll be there. I'll talk to them first, tell them what I investigated, and then you'll come in and tell them. Once I get that set, I'll give you a call so you know.
Okay, perfect. Will you need any witnesses from this day for that? So I can just make sure I get all this off the camera for you.
So I'm going to need all the camera footage. And then, did anyone else see? It looked like the gentleman with the red hat. Did he see what happened?
Yes, and then Lisa, the small manager right there, she also saw it.
Okay, so I'm going to talk to both of them. I'll have them fill out witness statements if they're willing to do so.
Okay.
Just because the more witnesses, the better.
Okay.
And then, can I get your information? Since? And who was the other person that saw it?
Me.
Okay.
Did you see that lady that grabbed you?
Yeah, I saw it as I was just walking down here. So literally, I saw her grab you and drop her back.
Yeah.
Can I talk to you when you have a chance?
I just wanted somebody to do that.
And what did you see today?
As I was taking the platters back to the sink, I was walking out back to the front counter, and I saw the customer try to grab my manager, Tati.
Okay.
And her badge dropped, and my manager started freaking out over this.
Did you hear them say anything?
It happened kind of fast. I think she mumbled something, but I couldn't tell you what, to be honest.
And what happened after she tried to grab her in her badge drop?
She just immediately just went for the door and went to her car that was right there.
Okay. And then she just drive away?
I believe so, yeah. I think Tati tried to go take a picture of her. I think she did get a picture of her.
Are you okay with filling out a witness statement for that?
Sure thing.
Tatiana.
Yes.
One more question. When this incident happened, would you say that it put you in fear at all?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I'm a little anxious, definitely.
Okay. Absolutely. Okay, that's all I need to know because that's kind of like the last box I had to check for strong arm robbery.
Okay, great.
So I'm going to go ahead and create the warrant right now, and then we'll see if I can find her. And then I'll give you a call when I have the invest set, okay?
Okay, perfect.
All right. Take care.
Thank you so much.
No problem.
Hello?
Hello, is this Mackenzie Keeling?
Who is this?
This is Officer Lemke with Largo Police Department.
Speaking.
I'm doing an information report about some sort of incident that happened at Raising Cane's on East Bay today.
Yeah, I was checking an ID to see if she had a name tag on there.
Okay. Like I said, it's just an information report. I just got to come talk to you, get your side of the story. If you don't mind filling out a witness statement. Is there some place I can meet you so you can fill that out?
Later today, but not at the moment.
Okay. Where can I meet you later today? Or would you like to come down to the police department?
I don't know. This is ridiculous. I literally grabbed a tag to check her name, so I don't know why this is being, targeted against me. I literally did nothing wrong.
Okay. I'm not saying that you did. I'm just saying that I need to speak to you. That's it.
Okay, I guess I can meet you there at maybe, 7 p.m.?
7 p.m. at the Largo Police Department?
I don't know where that's at.
It's at, I can give you the address if you'd like, unless there's somewhere else you'd like to meet.
I'd prefer to not go there.
Okay, where would you like to go? I can go to Starbucks, wherever you'd like.
That's fine. I just really don't understand why I'm being targeted for asking for someone's name and checking their ID for it.
Because there was a report made to the police department, and I have to talk to each person involved and get their side of the story so I can close the report.
So am I going to get in trouble?
Not necessarily. I just need to get your side of the story so I can get it documented, and then, like I said, I can close everything out. But
I checked someone's ID for their name. That's literally all I did. She refused to give me her name, and I checked her ID for her name.
Okay, I got you, but I have to talk to you in person because we have body cams these days, so everything has to be done in person.
I just feel like if I meet you in person, I'm going to get arrested or something, and I'm not really comfortable with that.
It's not what I said. I just said I'm doing an information report. I need to talk to you.
I did nothing wrong, so I really don't see why I have to come talk to anyone.
Okay, so you're not going to come meet me at 7 p.m. then?
I mean, I can. I just don't really understand why I have to when I did nothing wrong, and I don't even know how you have my phone number and you're calling me from no caller ID.
Yep, we usually block our phone number when we call. That's why I'm offering if you'd like to go to the Largo Police Department, that's more than fine. If you feel safer there, if you'd like to go somewhere else, it's up to you.
I don't feel safe with any police officers, to be 100% honest, but I'll meet you at a Starbucks somewhere at 7 p.m.
Okay, which Starbucks would you like to do?
I don't know, because I don't live over in this area, so...
Well, there's one on East Bay and Starkey. Are you familiar with that area?
Can we just meet at the Publix on East Bay by 19?
Yeah, the one where the Dollar Tree and everything else is?
Yes.
Yep, that's fine. Publix, 7 p.m.
This is literally going to ruin my life because I checked for someone's ID. This is ridiculous.
Just said I just need to get your side of the story.
No, you guys just always seem to target someone who's literally done nothing wrong, so it's fine. I'm just going to have my life ruined because I asked for someone's name and I checked their ID for it.
Okay.
She refused to service me, so it's fine.
So I'll meet you at 7 p.m. at the Publix, okay?
Sounds good.
All right, I'll see you then. This is Officer Lemke.
Hi, I was just talking to you and I need to change the time because I'm not going to be able to be there at 7.
Okay, what would be a good time for you?
Like 5:45, I guess.
5:45, you still...
I need to, like, tell my mom to be there too? Like, a lawyer? What do I need to do here?
It's not necessary, but if you'd like, you can bring whoever you'd like.
Well, if I'm going to get arrested, I need to know so I can have my stuff squared away. Like, I don't even know what's going on.
Well, if you'd like to know, right now, I'd like to get your side of the story, but I have checked camera footage, so it is looking like...
And I grabbed her ID to look at it, to look at her name, because she would not give me her name so that I could talk to her manager. And so I grabbed her ID to get her name. It wasn't on there, so I let it go and I left. And I'm sure that's what it looked like.
I understand, Mackenzie, but you
and I don't feel like there's anything wrong with grabbing someone's ID to check their name for it if they're not willing to give it to me. I wear an ID for work as well, and if someone is asking for my name and I didn't give it and they grab my ID to check it, I would not be having their life ruined for it. Okay. Which is apparently what my life is going to be.
Well, Mackenzie, you cannot touch or take or attempt to grab any other person's belongings without their consent.
It's an ID on her.
It's still property that does not belong to you.
So what's going to happen to me?
So I need to speak with you and get your side of the story to understand everything that happened, but it has to be in person, and I would like you to fill out a statement form, because she filled out a statement form on her end, so I'd like for you to fill out a statement form on your end. That way I can include everything in the report.
But what does the report go towards?
Anytime that there's an allegation of any sort of crime, we have to...
But what is the allegation? That's what I'm asking you.
The allegation that she made was battery because you touched her thigh when you grabbed the lanyard.
Are you kidding me?
So that's why I need to talk to you.
Are you kidding me? That will ruin my life. Are you kidding me? That is not what that looked like in the video. Are you kidding? I grabbed it to see her name. That's all I did. I'm literally looking for her name because she would not give me her name. And I wanted to be able to identify her.
I understand, but Mackenzie, the reason why we can't have conversations over the phone is because I can't. I know it's you, but I can't say 100%.
Sir, like, what's gonna happen to me? Like, is this really about to ruin my life? Like, I need to know.
I mean, what do you mean by ruin your life? What are your questions?
I can't have any charges against me. Are you kidding? Like, am I about to get stuck with a charge?
There is gonna be a charge. Yes, there is.
For what? For battery?
I can tell you when I meet you.
Are you kidding? I don't even know what that means. Is that like a felony, a misdemeanor? Like, what is that? Do I have to go to jail?
You'll probably spend the night in jail, depending. They may give you a bond, and you may get out within a couple of hours.
What is this? What is this? Sorry, I need to call my mom right now. What is this?
You can call your mom. So do you want to meet at 5:45 or 7? If you want to bring your mom, you absolutely can. I've got no problem with that.
Am I going to get arrested tonight? Because I work in the morning and I need to know this.
You will be arrested tonight, yes.
Are you kidding me?
Now, you get a bond when you go to jail, so you may be able to bond out tonight. If your mom can bond you out, you'll get the one phone call.
Are you kidding me? No, are you kidding me? This is really happening.
Yes, it is.
Okay, I need to call my mom right now.
Okay, are we gonna...
I guess 5:45.
5:45?
I need to call my mom right now.
You can call your mom.
Okay, thank you.
Of course. So I'll walk you through this real quick first. This is what all our statement forms look like. On the front, it has the Miranda rights, which I'll read to you as well. A waiver that's just going to ask you to sign it after I read it to you and that you acknowledge everything. And then on the back here is where you can write what happened, okay?
What is she, like, agreeing to if she signs that?
So this is just the Miranda rights. So it's just saying that whatever she writes on here can be used in court, and that she's swearing that what she writes here is the truth of what actually happened.
Mm-hmm.
That's all.
That's it?
Yep.
Well, yeah, but can I ask a couple?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so at least what we understand in this, you know, Mackenzie's first of all a great kid. She's never had a problem, never been issues. She works right down the road here. So should we get an attorney first, or before we sign anything, or?
So it's up to you. It's not going to make a difference of what happens right now. I'm just offering her the opportunity to tell me what happened so that I can include that in the report. If she doesn't want to tell me what happened, she doesn't want to write it down, there's not going to be her side of the story. So you're facing charges right now for what happened at Raising Cane's, but I would like to understand your side of the story and what happened.
I did not know that checking someone's name tag was illegal.
So it's not just checking someone's name tag, but
I grabbed it and checked her name was on it. It wasn't, so I let it go and I left. That's how I saw everything happen. I also wear a badge for work in the same place, and it has our names on it. And I've had patients grab mine to see my name, so I did not realize that grabbing someone's name tag to check for their name after they refused to give me their name was even illegal.
So you cannot touch anyone or attempt to take anyone's property or belongings on their person without someone's consent.
But what
you
if
do
I was
so, it's a
checking
crime.
it, especially on something that it should be like a name tag type thing? Because that's what I associated it with, because I
it's
wear
not your property.
a name tag.
I understand, but if it's not your property, you can't touch or grab or do any of those things without someone's consent. It would be different if you said, hey, can I look at your name tag? And the person said yes, and they either offered to you.
It's just unfortunate because it's happened to me, and I've never even thought that that was illegal. And since it's happened to me so many times, I did not think that it was going to affect anyone else in any other way.
Well, I'm sorry that you've gone through things like that. I hope you know that you can let us know if something like that happens to you.
I just never would. I would never charge someone with checking my name tag. It's unfortunate that that's what I'm going to be charged with when I also manage a business and have a life to uphold.
I hear you.
But my life's going to be torn apart because I checked someone's name tag when she refused to give me her name when I was asking her for help, and she wasn't helping me. And I manage a business, so when someone asks me for help, I'm there to help them, and I'm going to give you my name regardless of if I want to or not.
I hear you. We are required to give our names when someone asks. Our
Exactly,
name and badge
and
number.
I would do the same thing, and I've had people grab my badge to get my name, and I'm never going to charge someone and ruin their life because of that.
So unfortunately, private businesses have their own practices and policies, and Raising Cane's has a policy where if someone asks for your name, even if you're an employee, they're not required to give them their name.
Well, she could have mentioned that. Instead, it was just no, and I was just being told no. No one explained to me that I can't have her name physically, and how am I supposed to know that walking into every establishment that, like, I'm going to need that plastered on the door if that's going to be something everywhere, because that's just pretty standard to get people's names on a name tag. Like,
I hear you.
Respectfully, doesn't it seems like this is excessive. I mean, shouldn't she just get a warning? She's never been in trouble. She's never done anything.
So I'll tell you what. I can talk to you guys separately and let you know everything that I've seen and that I've investigated. And this officer can stand by with Mackenzie. All right, do you want to fill this out, or would you like to pass on this for now?
We're not really familiar with all this stuff.
That's fine. Can you put this in the car for now?
We're not trying to be...
No, I'm not saying you are. I understand the hesitance.
now, is that my only opportunity to fill this out?
It is. You're not going to have another opportunity to fill one of those out. You'll have an opportunity to speak to a lawyer, but this is the only opportunity to fill out this form.
Miss Mackenzie, just stand right here by my car. I'll put this away, and then if you change your mind, just let me know.
I've had to do community service in the past. And so
Okay, Miss Mackenzie, just stand right there in front of my car, please.
Can I fill this out, though?
Oh, you want to? Yes?
I mean, if it's my only opportunity to.
Okay, do you need to consult with them or anything?
I mean, that would be nice.
Okay. Hey, Lemke, real quick. She wants to consult with her parents. I think she's changing her mind about doing this. So, do you want to consult with them, or?
I mean, if this is my only opportunity to do this, I'd like to at least do it if I have to.
You don't have to.
You don't
it's your
have
choice.
to. So that's part of it, is you're not being pressured or coerced in any way.
Correct.
But I feel like I need to fill this out. So, if this is my only opportunity to do so.
Fine.
It's up to you. If you want to fill it out, I'll just give you the initial each of those lines and then sign it. So where we're at is that unfortunately you can't just reach and snatch things from people. Per state statute, it's considered when you take something or attempt to take something with force, it's a robbery. So the charge she's looking at right now is a strong arm robbery with no weapon. The state
with a weapon?
What?
With no weapon. Yeah, no weapon. There's some things that meet the criteria, is that there has to be force involved, which when she's ripping it from her, and she also hit the manager in the leg, that's force, and the manager was in fear. So those are the stipulations. I have statements from everyone that was involved, everyone that witnessed it. I have the footage. I've looked at her record to see what they might be able to do. She has been involved in a theft in the past, but they A-padded her, which means that instead of charging her with a crime and convicting her of it, it was something that they're able to give her community service for. So that's something that I didn't look to see if she was ever convicted, but I saw that she was given an A-pad, which means that that wouldn't necessarily go on her record. So if this is the only thing that she's looking at, the state attorney will more than likely work with her on a plea deal to either drop it to, because a strong arm robbery is a felony charge. So more than likely, because her record's pretty clean, they'll work with her on a plea deal to drop it to a misdemeanor. I can't promise you, but depending on the case, if the witnesses later decide, oh, I don't want to move forward with this, they could drop the charges too. Unfortunately, where I stand is if it was a misdemeanor and it was just a battery, I could use my discretion and just forward the charges. I don't get to use discretion. So the probable cause is there. I have to make the arrest. So I just want to kind of bring you guys up to speed so you're aware of what's going on, okay? All right. I'll be right back with you.
Mackenzie initially faced a serious felony charge of second-degree strong-armed robbery, but the charge was later reduced to a first-degree misdemeanor for battery. Instead of conviction, she went through a 6-month diversion program. After she successfully completed the program and met all the court's requirements, prosecutors officially dismissed the case. Looking at the footage, do you think the restaurant staff went too far by pressing charges? Should they have just given her a warning and let her go? Or is a physical confrontation always a line that shouldn't be crossed? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more.